I don't know about you, but I cannot get myself to spend $300 on a dog door or a cat door. That's why a couple years ago I actually built our own and it's been working great. This time though, I need to make an insert for an AC. Even though they do not cost as much, they are very thin and flimsy and just made out of plastic. They also block out all the light, and I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to see through the insert to the outside and let in more light. You will need to start out with a 2x4 and some pine scraps or two 2x4s. I'm cutting this down at 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square. You can really make this as thick as you want, these rails. It's just up to you on how much wood you want to buy to make this. Now I'm measuring the insert to see how wide the rails need to be so that this insert fits. If you're doing a doggy door or if you have your own AC unit, make sure you measure yours so you know where everything needs to fit. A dog door will likely be screwed to the outside stiles of the door, while the AC insert will slide into grooves on the inside of those stiles, kind of like a shaker door. Now I'm working on the groove on the bottom of the door. A sliding glass door has little lip or a groove at the bottom, and I want to make sure that the bottom of this insert that I'm making fits into that groove really well and kind of locks the door into place. To get this measurement, I took the block to the door and I hammered it in a little bit to make a dent so I knew where it was. It's much easier than having to measure or deal with rulers. So here I need to measure for the little lip that is on the other side of this insert. It needs to fit down inside of the rails. So I'm marking so I can carve out these little sections so it can fit down inside the grooves. I wanted to use the fest tool to put all the joinery together because I really want to be able to take this apart at some point in case something broke, like the insert, or I needed to replace the plexiglass or wanted to add actual glass into the door. Our cat door that I made does have actual glass, but I didn't have any on hand. I did have plexiglass, so I opted for that this time. In the end, my stiles and rails were just too thin and I could only use the fest tool for this first part, and I just used screws for the rest of it. The screws worked perfectly fine, and I'll be able to take it apart later if I ever need to fix anything. So I'm doing a quick dry fit to make sure everything lines up and that the insert will fit in correctly. I'm using the rails to make sure my measurements and everything are correct so I can put in the grooves on the stiles. Anytime I can avoid using a ruler, I will. I'm looking for the rail. I can't find it. There it is underneath the insert. This is what I get for doing things when I don't feel good. Yay, it fits. Oh, and there it went. Now I only glued one side of these in. As I said before, I want to be able to take this out later. So I glued one side in, and then later on I'm going to screw through the stiles into those dominoes to lock it in. Now I'm marking for the top of the insert so I know where to put the next rail in. There's going to be a bottom rail, the rail on top here with the insert, and then one more because I don't have enough plexiglass to go all the way through, so the plexiglass is going to be divided into two. Before I end up having to move my fence or anything, I went ahead and put the groove in the top, very top rail, as well as one through the middle rail for the plexiglass. Next up is making those grooves again for the top of the rail for the insert. And it's pine, it's really soft, and it just split right out. So here I am fixing it. I just took the section that came off, I glued it back on, taped it, and then squeezed it. And now I'm going to take some CA glue and sand it, and you'll never see it once it's painted. Checking the fit, making sure everything's good, and then shaving a little bit down because my rail is just a little bit too high. As well as putting the groove in the top for the plexiglass. And here I'm cutting the next rail for the plexiglass to go in between the two. I probably could have done this in a much better order, but again, I was going by the seat of my pants and I didn't feel good, but I had to get this done in order to get it up and working so we can have it upstairs before the heat. It was going to be over 100 degrees in the next couple days and it had to get done. Now this is the actual insert that goes into this section right here. I was using an extension piece before for measurements because I was actually trying to use the AC in the garage to see how it worked, and with our uninsulated 1950s garage, it really didn't do me much good. It did feel really good standing right in front of it though. But sadly, it really did not cool down the garage at all. I clamped everything up and then took some screws and screwed them right through those dominoes to hook it together so it won't come apart. Measuring for the plexiglass to see how big it's going to need to be, and I was a little worried this plastic cover on there would get stuck or something, but the saw just went right through it. It had no issues. This is a saw stop, so I did turn it on bypass mode just in case. I didn't want to take any chances with the brake going off. putting in the middle insert. It really helps to make sure you have it face the right direction so it goes in, and everything fits great. So now I'm working on this top rail that will be on the very top of this sliding glass door insert. Again, I'm using the prior parts that I've made for measurements to make sure everything is fitting correctly and everything lines up. Much better than using a ruler and or a measuring tape and getting off. Putting in the next sheet of plexiglass, and that fits great. And putting in the top rail, making sure that all the measurements are there. And then here I'm just pre-drilling holes. I'm not going to use the domino because again, it's just too skinny. I don't have enough room, so I'm just putting screws right through it. I also put screws in the other rails down the insert to make sure everything was secure. Afterwards, I took it out front and I gave it some spray paint, some white paint. I kind of ran out, so it doesn't look great up in person, but from a distance, it actually looks pretty good. So here is the finished results from the inside with the AC hooked up, and then also from the outside. Overall, this was so much cheaper and looks so much nicer than just having the AC insert go from top to bottom. Making your own is a much better option, and if this is a doggy door for you, then it's way cheaper. With this insert going into the sliding glass door, there was enough room to put it in at an angle and then push it in and slide it over. I hope this helps you out making your own insert. Thank you very much for watching.